Must know info before you buy a key programmer. When it comes to finding the right key programmer for you, it can be difficult, right? Everyone says they have the best key programmer. So when you're looking at them, and of course there's gonna be fans for each different machine, and it can be confusing. And I wanna give you 4 points that you need to consider when looking for your next key programmer. The first thing I want you to think about is the range and capability of the machine. Now, if you're like me, you're gonna be like, well, hey, I want a key programmer that does it all. And unfortunately, that doesn't really exist. So you're gonna have to settle for does most of what I want it to. And that's why you'll see a lot of people who program keys have more than one key programmer, because one vehicle might do just about everything, but there's some vehicles that it doesn't do that you still want to be able to cover. So it's really important to make sure that you look at the vehicle coverage list and you get an understanding of what you can expect to program. And along with that, you want to ask yourself, how often is this company putting out software updates? Now, the vehicle manufacturers are rapidly changing the technology in the keys and on the vehicle, which requires constant updates. And one of the best ways to see how often a company updates their software is to either A, go to their website, or B, go to their social media pages. You know, the one nice thing about social media pages is that you can see how often those updates are coming out. And a lot of times you'll see some feedback from some of the users in the comments of those. Number 2 is product support. Does this key programmer have product support, and what does that look like? Now, even the most experienced key programmer is going to need help from time to time. Now, on the surface, key programming is simple, right? You have the right key, you go through the prompts, and everything works perfectly. But sometimes that's not the case. And sometimes you're like, you know what? I have no idea what the problem is. And it's really nice to have a professional that you can call to help walk you through the troubleshooting process. So if you feel the way I do about this, you really want to invest in a machine that's gonna have good support. And along with the support is the documentation. What do I mean by that? How is this manufacturer communicating the information that you need to know while at the vehicle? Now, let me give you an example, like a prox key, okay? So different manufacturers and different makes and models, you have to put the prox key in a certain spot in order to program it. Now, over time, of course, you're going to just memorize what that is. However, when new ones come out or you're getting started, where do you put it? Now, you don't want to troubleshoot and be spending all this time doing it and all that fun stuff. So having a manufacturer through their prompts on their machine or through an app or a website, how are they giving you this information? I tell you what, when you don't have it, you really notice it. So that's something you want to consider. Number 3 is ease of use. In other words, how easy is the machine to use? So essentially every operating system has to take some assumptions into account. They're going to assume that you know a lot, you know a little, they want to give you very basic vanilla versions, or they get very technical on you. And that can mean a lot depending on your skill level and your aptitude. So what you want to do is watch a bunch of videos on different key programmers and look at the screen and look at the user interface and follow the steps and ask yourself, can I do this? Do I understand this language, or does it get confusing to me? Are they having me always choose the make, model, and year and go that way? Or are they having me choose the different technology for the vehicle? All of these things really matter, and getting a machine that really communicates with you in a way that you understand and feel comfortable with, and not having to Google, what does this mean every vehicle you program, is very beneficial and helpful. Hey, if you like this video and want to see more like it, let us know by hitting the like button. By hitting the like button. By hitting the like button. Okay. And last but not least, number 4, pricing. One of the biggest mistakes I think that gets made when looking for a new key programmer is just focusing on price. Now, of course, you do not want to buy a machine that you can't afford or that doesn't make sense for your business, all right? But if you first go through the 3 steps before this, all of a sudden, you're probably gonna have 1 or 2 options, and then you're gonna be left kind of with pricing, and that can really help make the best decision that you can. Now in today's market, there's a ton of different machines with a ton of different pricing options. Some really, really, really inexpensive, and some really, really expensive. So by using the first 3 steps, you're really gonna start filtering down to what machines fit you and your business the best, and then you can leave price for the last and make the best decision there. Now, of course, if you would like more information or would like us to help you make a good decision, go ahead and give us a call or reach out to us through email. We would love to have a conversation with you about it. But I'd love to know in the comments below, out of the 4 points, which one have you focused on most heavily when trying to determine which key programmer to purchase? And make sure you include the hashtag Lockboss to be entered in to win one of 5 free prizes that we give away every week here on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. By hitting the like button. Okay, cool. All right, Connor, it's all yours, man. The video is now in your hands, sir. In your hands. Do with it what you will. Do your magic. I'm sure you'll do weird things to make me look weird as always, but you know, that's what we do, I guess, man.
Wasn't me.